This property is located in East Texas, about 75 miles northeast of Houston. The property has been in my family for about 100 years. It is known locally as the Carter pasture, but in my family we call it the plantation. Back in the early 20s, my great-grandfather drilled a well for oil. All he found was water, which continues to flow in the form of an artesian well. Whenever anybody in my family came to visit, this was always the destination. The property boundaries are drawn over the aerial image. The property consists of two tracts that join each other. The larger left tract is outlined in green, and the smaller one is on the right. When I studied the legal description of the property, I found that one of the boundaries was left out, as represented by the red line. The two yellow place markers are the GPS coordinates I recorded at corners of the fence lines. These lines roughly represent the path we took on the tour that you are about to see. I also superimposed a scaled outline of the property on a map of Staten Island, just to give viewers a sense of the property's size.
You know, so many people who aren't from Texas, they think that the image of Texas comes from Western movies. Oh, really? You know, so they think desert, and I go, listen, the eastern third of the state is forest. Really? So to show them something like this, they'd be surprised. way?
Well, actually, now, come to think of it, I'm not sure which direction it was flowing. It might have been flowing this way.
Oh, see, I've seen it go both ways.
Yeah. So, if it goes this way, it's backflow, right? It should, the natural flow is...
Yeah.
I think it might have been flowing this way.
I've seen it go both ways.
Yeah. How big are they around here?
Well, Clint said the other night when they was looking for that deer, they seen one that weighed 200-300 pounds.
Wow.
He said it was going the other direction. So he said the more he got thinking about it, he thinks he missed her because the deer will throw the tail up in the air.
Yeah.
He said the white was throwed that one up, so he thinks he missed him. Which is good.
The buzzards were after something.
Well, Charles thinks the cows are having calves, and they're after that afterbirth.
Oh.
Back over there, Mexicans bad about coming in here stealing the feeders, all this.
Oh, really?
So, that's what that boy was talking to me went by. Said he caught some down there at file charges and they arrested him for Saturday.
Oh, really?
They've been cutting the fence on the backside. The cows get out over there.
That's not good.
Oak trees are. But for them to be productive, they got to be straight.
Yeah, right.
They got to be a certain length.
Right.
These ones that got branches, that ain't no good.
No. I guess for pulp, though, they could be just about anything.
Yeah, they can be anything. Most of the time, if you're the landowner, you don't get shit hardly. The truck hauler gets most of the money. They get $200 out of the load. Did you get that? I'll show you there. The old Impala. Top of it.
Yeah, so that tells you how far some of these other trees have to go.
Yeah. They say this old moss.
Yeah.
I've forgotten what they say. They mix with it. Put on, it's good for arthritis.
Really?
Yeah. My old timers told me that's what they used to use for.
Really?
They used to have a stand right up here, but Mexicans come in here and stole the feeders.
I'll be there. And then what do they do? Put them on their own? This is a particularly beautiful part that I wanted to record just because there's so little underbrush compared to some of these other parts. I'm trying to think of where we are in relation to the artesian well.
It's right down here.
Is it?
Yeah. It's right down here on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right down here on the left.
Yeah, it's not far.
Yeah. There's stand that fell apart. There used to be an old camp back up in here. I think worse you can see when somebody camping.
Nobody in my family had been on the property in 35 years. I had a vague idea of where the artesian well was from seeing it marked on an old USGS map, and my mother said, "It's over there somewhere." But there were no landmarks, no road, no real trail. And my brother and I, shotguns in hand, persisted, and we found it. There it was, just beautiful. It's in a beautiful spot. Yeah, now what is that?
That's where our locust stuff made that orange.
What's the fruit?
That looks like a wall. more of those